Hey everyone, I'm here with Chris, and today Chris and I we're going to talk a little bit about so you've launched your ad campaigns, but now you don't see your ads anywhere on Amazon, and that can be really frustrating, and there's lots of reasons why. So let's talk real briefly about some of the main reasons why you've launched your campaign, but you don't see your ads anywhere on there. Chris, so give us a couple reasons here why that might be the case.
So one of the first ones could be you're not being indexed for it. Maybe the keywords you're going after, your product is not getting indexed by Amazon for those keywords. Mm-hmm. So it's always important to make sure the keywords you're going after, make sure they're in your title somewhere, first off. Mm-hmm. And also make sure they're in your bullet points or they're in your search term field, because that's where Amazon's going to look at when they're going to show your ad. They're going to look at those fields to make sure that you have those keywords that you're trying to go after. Like you can't be selling a dog brush and go after like a robot toy. Like it's not. That's two different items. So make sure that's either in your title, description, bullets, search terms. And some people are on the fence about like repeating those. If it's your main keyword, put it in your title and put it in your bullet points. It's only going to help you. So I would, make sure that you at least have those keywords you're going after somewhere on your listing. For sure. Another thing that I think is not understood all the time is even if you have a high bid or the highest bid in the auction, Amazon still might not give you that placement because your product isn't relevant enough. I mean, Amazon's scoring your product, giving it a relevancy score for different words. And so it's like a good example is like a brand name. If you bid on your competitor's brand name, but they're bidding on it too, your competitor, they're more relevant to that brand name. So even with a lower bid, they're probably going to win that auction. So a lot of times, even when you raise your bid, it's all about that relevancy. Now, that being said, if your ads aren't showing and you feel like you're relevant, it could be because your bids are too low. Yeah. If you feel like you're indexed and all that, you need to definitely do some sort of top of search multiplier, something so that you're raising your bids to get that traction. Something else I would do there is if there's a keyword that's that you really want to go after, but you're not showing up, maybe put it in its own ad campaign, make a separate campaign and put it in its own campaign and do an exact match, and then try another campaign with broad and phrase just to make sure you're going to get traffic. Now in broad and phrase, the likelihood of you getting traffic is going to be a little bit higher, obviously because those match types are different. But also you want to test out an exact match and just put it in a campaign by itself, make the bid really high, add the top of search multiplier that Dustin was referring to. And that way it kind of forces Amazon to show you for that keyword when you have a campaign by itself.
Yeah, and I think the last reason you want to make sure you're paying attention to is make sure you're looking in the right spots. I mean, if you did a sponsored display campaign, your ads are not going to show in the search list. When you show up, that's sponsored product. If you did a sponsored brand ad, it's in the sponsored brand sections. So make sure that you're looking in the right space for your ad. But in general, the big reasons why you see this is because you're not indexed or you're not relevant. The relevance score is low for that keyword, and so you're not winning the auction on those.
Cool. I think that wraps up most of it. If we forgot anything, put them in the comments. We'll be loving to talk about it, but I think that wraps it up.
Yep. That's why you're not seeing your ads on Amazon right now. All right.